Live. Okay, it worked. Oh yeah, the bloody focus thing. That's alright. Stand by. Okay, down. Lovely. Okay. Mike, good to see you made it. Hello, thank you for making it to the live stream. I hope I'm not too quiet at the moment. $200 people in the server. Lovely mass. Alrighty then. So, I'm going to give it a moment for everyone to arrive. But this is a stream that I have done before. So what you are currently looking at is, first of all, a brand new open space for my bedroom, which I will go over in just a moment. Again, I want to wait for the crowd to make their way over. We currently have exactly 200 people in the Discord server. Josh, my good friend, how are you? Thank you so much for making it for the stream. This should be a very fun one. And you might see me do... Will you see me do this? Yeah. So you might see me do this every now and then. It's something that we're going to be doing tomorrow. After the stream is done, this home layout will be put away, but because it's on the floor, it picks up a lot of hair and dirt. And hopefully that's not going to be too visible on the stream anyways. All the same, cleanliness and hygiene are things to really keep in mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another Luke Triton live stream. This is the 20th live stream. We've done 20 of these already. Good Lord. And yeah, so this, as you can see, is a very exciting stream. We're going to be playing with a new home layout. So after my room got rearranged recently, which I can now show you because it's very exciting, look at all this new open space. So here's to hoping the damn thing doesn't lag as well. So all my streams have previously been done with my tablet, which is completely fine. This and the previous home layouts fun stream was done with my phone. And it's going to be a very interesting experience because my phone does behave differently to my tablet. So yes, back to this. You can see all this is now opened up, I should say. There used to be a massive white straw unit here, as some people may remember. But now, it's completely changed. I've got some more Lego storage over there, more space on the floor to use my wide radius curves for the home layout, which is just excellent. The home layout itself is quite simple, to be honest. There isn't too much in terms of difference. The left side is still a harbour-esque area. It's much more open. There's no structures going over the tracks. I very much prefer it this way because that means if I need to get to anything, there's nothing in the way. There's nothing to really kind of show concern over braking. This new platform here is just excellent. The dual gauge station is much bigger and much longer now. And this is what I kind of really wanted it to be in the first place. The other one, I remember it being quite small, but this is just, again, it's just much better. It's just lovely. I am going to be making some improvements on the other side. So currently you can see my Sodor Express coach. The video for that, I believe, should be going up tomorrow. And I have the previously made rock wool face and the berry bush just chilling out over there. I don't quite have a space for them on the new layouts. I don't really want to put them on any of the corners because I do still use these corner modules for my main layouts, and these are my feet. Yes, you're going to see me sitting in this big middle space along here, and it's the only place I can really go, but it still works. I might jump up on my bed, which is just behind me, for a better look, and we will see that a couple of times during the stream. Speaking of, I can see something in the distance. So if I shuffle forward... Oh, can you see the error? What is going on with my wagon? Again, it's a tender. Oh, I need tweezers. Hang on. Whoa. Tweezers. Here we are. Because it's so finicky, you need to be able to bring that handle piece back out. Something like this. It's the best thing for it. Oh, there we go. That's better. Move that there, that one there. I'm going to keep that pair of tweezers to hand, actually. It might prove useful later on. So, we have 2 running lines for the layouts now, as you can see. Ice Rod, hello, I'm underwater, I'm melting, please help. Oh dear. Ice does melt, so I suppose that's inevitable, unless you keep yourself in somewhere like the Arctic, or in your fridge. Back to this. The home layout has 2 running lines. Because I'm using my wide radius curves, they naturally have 2 curves, 2 track sets with them. So I can now run 2 trains. Look at this. So I do have more coaches available than just my Coronation Express coaches. I have my Metrolinda Express. So this is going to be a very interesting and fun time. We could have only one of them run, have both of them run, or just take a break at some point and have both of them still. I currently have 4 out of the 10 Coronation coaches to hand. I like to see this as the private express. So we have the brake first corridor, passenger first class, kitchen car, and the club car. Ideally, it was going to be just the brake coach, the kitchen coach, and then the club car, with the passenger express coach kind of not being in there. So like just a 3 coach personal express, so to say. But this has 2 motors and this only has 1 motor. I do need the motive power for the engines that I have, especially since I'm going to be running this buffeting. Oh yes, we're going to see this run again today. Later on we might even add the what's it called? The Sodor Express coach, that's it. The Northwestern, same name. It's a very buff coach as well. It's a bit thick, a little bit taller than what it probably should be. But all the same, it's a nice simple build, and I'm glad to finally have a Sodor Express coach, given all the characters I've made from Thomas. That is unpowered. I can put that on the back of either Express, probably on this one because this already has 5 coaches on it. But at the same time, it's not impossible. As for the Metrolinda coaches, since we are kind of talking about the coaches anyways, we have a standard passenger express coach, a kitchen coach, we have the club car, behind here is another standard passenger coach, and at the back we have the brake coach. And naturally, this is all built to go with my Coronation livery, the Amtrak livery for the Coronation, there we go. A little bit of Shane. Hello, good to see you. Glad you're able to make it for this stream. This should be a very fun time. Now, when I made this announcement post on Discord, need to make sure I can stand up without shaking the camera too much now. And I need to mind my hands because I don't want to press my hands on the track. I did say we were going to have a few selected vehicles. Vehicles? I'm not good with talking this stream. Let's try that again. I have already pre-selected a couple of locomotives for this stream. So we have Metrolinda Coronation, the Coronation XL, and up here are the 3 others that we're going to be going with. The reviewer, hello, good to see you able to make it to the stream. So over here we have the 3 other locomotives, 5 in total I'm going to be playing with today. I have my beloved Princess Royal because it's just such a good model. It's one of my top favourites, easy. Speaking of coronations, I haven't run the black and gold one in a long while, so I pulled that out for this stream. And I also wanted to test the 9F. So if you saw my Instagram, first of all, make sure you follow me on Instagram for a lot more content. And recently, when I got the wider curves, I thought to myself, you know what, the 9F was previously built in a way where it could navigate R40s, but it was so difficult because R40s are just really sharp. So I made a couple of modifications. I've shortened the gap between the tender and the cab, and the outside the outside wheels are both flanged, where I think I can't remember, I think it was the front wheels, the very front wheels that were previously blind. All the same, it's got a slightly longer base where the flanges are, and it can now run on my home layout, which is just excellent. I don't know if I'm going to make that many things to R40 tracks anymore. It probably would be wiser to in the first place, but yeah, wider curves, they're just the best. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking for about 10 minutes. Let's start running some trains, shall we? Now, the only other thing is figuring out where to put the camera. I think that's about there. I don't know, let's start with there. Let's figure out as we go along. Again, I've done one of these streams before, but this was, I don't know how long ago. So, I should probably stay on my knees as well, because I'm going to be getting up and moving around quite a lot. I'm going to get the outside express activated as well. Right. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to be shuffling a lot. I've also been working on my camera work, trying to figure out good angles to capture some of the trains running. I haven't done a Lego train in action video in a very long time, and a lot of them have been set to privates when I did the whole channel cleanup. So yeah, this should be a good experience. So yeah, another thing to point out, the James, I will answer your question in just a moment, do bear with me. So these black tracks here, these are not Lego branded, and they are built in a slightly different quality. So if I zoom in, just as this train goes by, you'll be able to see on the tracks here, there's these little notches, and it's on this sort of weird construction. I don't think that actually affects it. I think it's more so, well, for the longest time, I believed that this was the cause for the noise, but I think it's just the way that the tracks couple in general. It feels, well, not smooth, but all the same, I actually quite love how noisy it becomes. It's lovely, that. Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this a moment ago. I accidentally leant down on here, and because it splits in the middle, yeah, this is just an easy way to be able to pull this segment apart as I put it in the box. So James says, got any diesels or electrics? Sadly, no. I do need to get on with building a diesel. Block Junction has recently uploaded some new instructions for the British Railways 08 shunter diesel, which is something that I really need to get on with, because it's a model I said I would make, and I can definitely do with the instructions for a damn fine version of that model to make Devious Diesel. There we go. Let's give that a break. So one thing that is very interesting as well, the batteries I've got in these coaches are just cheap, normal AAA batteries, and they already look like they're about to, start packing in, which is a bit of a problem. The Coronation coaches have the blessed treatment with rechargeables, so I think I might have to invest in a couple more rechargeable batteries in order to kind of keep these ones going. I do have some spare ones anyways. It might actually work, to be honest, because I do have... We'll see. Let's see how well this goes, because I could definitely power 2 out of the 3 battery boxes with the spare batteries I currently have to hand. But I don't know how well a third one would behave. So yeah, there is that. Right, what I'm going to do, let's bring these... let's move, forward, because, why not? There we go. We'll stop it. Actually, let's bring it around a little bit more. All right, we'll try about there. Okay. So here we are on this side. It's not quite in the platform, but at the same time, that's now plenty of open space to see the outside line. So I'm going to turn off these Coronation, not the Coronation ones. I'm going to turn off the batteries on the Metrolinda coaches. Oh, we get that Coronation Express going. Right. Yep, that's all of them off. Still need to figure out camera angles. Let's bring this a little bit closer instead. Oh, that's a bit high up. What a... No. Oh, I don't like how high up that is. We'll just go to about... Get a little bit closer, but we'll go about there. Let's give that a try. Okay. God damn, that engine does look good, doesn't it? Oh, you turd thing. Okay. Well, at least we got that on stream, and at least we were kind of pointing at the direction where the accident took place. So that's definitely something for people to reminisce on. Oh, that's done that before, though, which is a real shame. I did this in testing. I think I just need to go a bit slower. But that corner where there's the switch, it just misbehaves quite a bit, and I don't really... Well, actually, I think I do know why, to be honest, because this is on a carpet floor, and carpet floor naturally is uneven. It's just not perfectly balanced. So let's try again. Let's go a little bit slower. Let's say about that. Let's follow it this time. Yeah, that's better. We should probably get some better luck with some of the smaller engines. I think this one in particular, given its length and lack of weight underneath the trailing wheels, i.e. the wheels underneath the cab, it doesn't really behave too well under these conditions. At the LEGO show I did a couple of weeks ago, at the end of May specifically, at the Avon Valley Railway Brick Express show, I was able to get this at a higher speed, but that was because the tables were actually more level. So that's looking alright. Alright, we've gone up to the next speed setting. Let's see if this performs well. Alright, behave there. Oh no, never mind. Okay, it's just done that. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take this loco off because I don't think it's going to behave too well on the home layout. It can work, but I can't go any faster than speed setting 3, I think it was. No higher than 4, definitely. Right, so it's time to pick another engine, and I know already which one I want. It's the other red one, basically. Let's bring that. Let me fucking figure out some more camera angle stuff as well. So let's bring this one forward. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it was always too high. Hang on. Okay. We got this. We're figuring it out. It's okay. That's good. That's better. All right. So, time to switch engines. And after I do that, I'm going to have a quick look at chat because I saw chat was really going. Okay. That is a good view. I like that. Oh, hey. The only problem is now, where the hell do I put this? Oh, Christ. Well, that saves me having to take this thing apart later on when I got to put it back in the box. Okay, so that one there. I'm going to need this one down here. Ooh. Can you see that on the stream? Let's see if I can bring the Princess Royal into shot. Ooh. 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 Camera work right there. Lovely stuff. Ooh. And this thing is vital to putting this thing away. So this is basically a little block I've made that goes between the two drive units. It stops the wheels from flailing around when I go to pick it up. There we go. Right, this Coronation XL will sadly be staying up here for the rest of the street. That's all right. Okay. Okay. So, where's my drink? I need my drink. Oh. So, James, I saw your other question. This is not an A4. I don't have an A4 with me for this live stream. These are LMS Coronation class locomotives. I do have an A4 built, however. I have built Spencer from Thomas & Friends. It's built up in the same livery, but the only difference between my Spencer model and Spencer himself is the face. I have purposefully not added a face to my Spencer model just so I can use it as a normal A4 as well. This does look similar because, again, the A4 I've built, being Spencer, is in light grey. And this also is light grey. Can I keep that there? Oh my god, I might be able to keep that camera there. It only just misses. Right, hang on. We need to try a thing. I'm going to shuffle this back just to play it a little bit more safe. Oh, look at this camera work. You like my hand? That's my hand. How amazing is that? Oh, that looks wonderful. Okay. We're going to leave the Princess Royal over here, ready and waiting. But in the meantime, let's have some more fun with the Metroliner Express. Let's get those coaches back on. Oh. Right, hopefully this works. Look at that. That is a very lovely angle. Oh, lovely stuff. Right, let's get the Princess Royal running as well. The timing on this could be actually very annoying because on the inside line, the Metrolinda Express has an extra coach, and because the inside line is naturally smaller, there's less of an opportunity for the Coronation Express to get a free run. Now, hang on a second, I just saw... Ooh, the camera slipped. Sorry. Again, still learning this. There we go, let's go from there. I did also see chat moving as well, so I will be with you as soon as I can. Okay. So a bit of fluff got caught up in the wheels here, but it seems like it's gone. Well, okay. I'll take it. This should be good. This should be good timing. There we go. Look at that. Finish one straight into the other. Try and pick up the pace on the Metroliner as well. That was quite nice. Shame they cut each other off a bit too late for the coronation. This one should be good. That, there we go. That's what you want to see. Carry on. Alright, let's stop that one there for a bit. Let me bring that back, hang on. I'll make sure you can see the engine. Yeah, not a good idea to do that when there's another train in the way. There we are. Stop that one there. Stop you about there. There we go. Right. Quick break. I'm going to have a look at chat, answer any questions that have come up. So stand by. Oh. That's another bottle finished. Put that one over there for now. What time is it as well? I feel like we're flying by time. Oh, that's not bad. Can you see me on the stream? Oh, just... Hello, just about see me. Here we go. I need to wait for the stream to catch up. It's a bit of a delay. So, the reviewer says, you ever think Only Fools and Horses should have ended in 1993? I was born in 1998, so I don't really know Only Fools and Horses. Sadly, it's it's not something I can quite judge on, I'm afraid. Alistair Allen Dale, hello, good to see you able to make it on the stream. I'm a huge fan of your Emerald Champion, especially version 20.0. Ever try making version 20.0 as a quintuple? It's then it could be 21. Okay. So, I haven't done... Let me come closer, just make sure you can hear me. You should be able to anyways. But I haven't done anything with the Emerald Champion since its last iteration. It would be really fun to make it much wider, much longer, just give it all the wheels possible. But I don't build in that style anymore. So, it could be possible. Again, it is possible to do so. But I don't want to do so. And the odd thing with that is committing to making a gimmick model using a lot of parts I could otherwise use for future builds. I might not be building too much at the moment, but again, there's that 08 that I really want to eventually get around to doing. There's other layout stuff I still need to get on with. There's going to be other models in the future that eventually I will look at and go, yeah, you know what, go on, let's go for that. And whilst I love to stock up on parts, I do still want to make sure I've got the original parts to hand to begin with. That being said, all the same, the Emerald Champion is basically done and dusted. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much for that anymore, which is a bit of a shame because, again, it was such a famous model, but that's not what I build anymore. It's simple, just simple as that. Okay, we have had enough of the Metrolinda Coronation for a bit. Let's swap it over with the other one that I have with me. I'm basically going to be giving the Coronation a paint job. Ready? It's going to take a moment, hang on. So before... This should sound different. The 3D printed wheels are printed differently. So this should rumble differently. Hang on. After. Ah, look at that. So this is my black and gold Coronation. Oh, let's pick up the camera this time. Here we go. Shuffling. Okay, here we go. So this is my third Coronation model. My first one was the red one. The second being the white and silver. And whilst I wanted to make some more, I was thinking to myself, well, you know, realistic liveries would be better. And there was a wartime black, which is just, you know, plain black. But that's not really exciting now, isn't it? So red and yellow was fine, but let's add some gold on there, you know. Give it a proper nice look. And this is what I went with. Overall, I think it looks rather excellent. Very serious looking. Now, I also had a sort of headcanon in mind. So this is my third one. And here's what I've got going on. The red and yellow one is for standard passenger service. The white and silver one is for special occasions. And this is out of focus. Come on, camera. Need to behave. There we go. So this one would be for private use. So this private express setup that I mentioned earlier, this would be the express suited for this locomotive. And you can probably rearrange that in a number of different ways, but that's, you know, kind of the headcanon I have in mind for it. It's just a bit of a plaything, that's all it really is. I don't think I'm ever going to really take advantage of that, but all the same, it's nice to kind of just go with something. I'll tell you what, let's actually make that happen. So let's swap the engines over. Put you back down there. Make sure you don't fall over. Need to shuffle around again. It's not the best thing ever having a layout like this. It really is, you know, a lot of fun, but at the same time, having to shuffle around as well as balancing a camera with one hand it's not easy. It's got to be said. I've got to turn this one around. There we go. Look at that. The Private Express is ready to go. Tell you what, I'm going to keep the Princess Royal off as well. I'm going to keep that over there connected to the Northwestern coach, because why not? I am also going to bring the Metrolinda Coaches forward. Here we go, thank you very much. Hello, good to see you. I'm going to take out the unpowered coaches because, like I said earlier, a longer express on a shorter line doesn't give that much opportunity to show what's on the outside line. So if I just shuffle that one forwards, there we are. Take off the brake coach. So, what's going to go on the inside? Well, we have one engine left that we haven't seen, and chances are people watching the stream today haven't seen the Instagram posts I have made recently either. Speaking of which, whilst I'm getting everything set up and ready, if you are not following me on Instagram, then make sure to do so. There is a link near the top of the description of this video. Doing so means you will have access to a number of clips from some LEGO shows I've done. It's just about some 30-second or so snippets and highlights from previous shows I've done. Just some good moments that would be cool to watch on their own. Let me back that up one sec, because that's not exactly a pleasant view. Let's see that. There we go. We spin that way a little bit more. There we go, let's go with that. So that's a better view. Again, there's a number of things I have to juggle, so, you know, this being the second time I've ever done a running session stream, still figuring out a bunch of the kinks. So yes, on my Instagram, lots of unique videos and behind-the-scenes things going on for current and future projects. Something that is definitely worth considering following for. Now then, without standing on anything besides the base plates, so once again, on my Instagram, I talked about, or earlier in the stream, and I showed on Instagram, I was testing a recently slightly modified locomotive. Fellow LUKR member Trace of Pierce Bricks seems to have discovered this model of mine for the first time. I've had this model for 2 years. It's my 9F. Yeah, really. So, my 9F is, again, a model I made about 2 years ago. This was when I was first getting into making 7-wide models. I was making some of the more well-known and more popular engines. This was something I just had to make because it was a simple enough build, but overall it looks so good. Again, the tender, as I said in the video, I believe I said in the video, but the tender, the overall shape, the wheel details as well, it's just so perfect and I love it. Absolutely adore this. Somebody should probably, if it's possible to clip this, which I'm still figuring out a bunch of YouTube stuff, but somebody should take a quick screenshot or something and just send this to Trace, because, I'm about to run the 9F again, and he was very fond of this. So yeah, enough talking. Let's hook up the 9F to the inside express line. We might have the engine swap over later on, because, we can, and, why not? Let me make sure there's nothing in the way. That's okay where that is. Oh, that's fallen over. Drinks bottle there. Controller with me, because I need to make sure I have full control. Let's find another place to put the camera. Let's focus on the oh, that was my button on my trousers. Let's try that again. Let's focus on the harbour side, and you can see the bottles in the background. Oh boy. Right, let's clear things up again. Oh, hi, just in case you can see me. Can you see me there? Oh, it did work. Okay. So I've got the stream on my PC as well, where the stream's a couple of seconds delayed, so that was actually good timing. Ooh. So back on the bed. Controller. Let's get going, shall we? God, look at that. It's the 10 drive wheels. The fact that those drive rods are just so long and big, it's, oh, I love it. Let's try and lower it a little bit more. Let's go about there. That looks better. Right, I'm going to keep it at that speed. Let's get the coronation going. I want to make sure it's not too fast in case it derails at the corner again. It should be okay. Try to go faster just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll be okay. Oh, now that's a good shot. That is a good shot there. That collision was perfect. The timing was spot on. Look at those wheels. Look at that rod. It's the big drive rod. It's the best. Oh. Easy now. Coronation tender was lifted up a bit. Again, that's due to an uneven surface. Right, I'm going to slow down the coronation. I'm going to bring it to a halt. You can see it slowing down over there in the distance. I'm going to make sure that the coaches are out of shot. There we go. Just a little bit more. That will do. So now we can put more focus on the 9F. Speed up a little bit more because why not? My camera has not been doing that all the time, has it? Oh, bloody phone camera. So yeah, I just saw the camera refocus. Sorry, I can't do anything about that. My camera on my phone will do that anyways. When I'm recording normally, I am able to keep the focus still. But at moments like this, there is no focus lock, so to say. So yeah, that is a bit of a bum, that. All the same though, that 9F is really going for it. Right, I got an idea. I'm going to pull that into the station. No, oh hang on. Lost control of the controller there. Lost control of the controller. That's a very worrying statement. Out of nowhere, all of a sudden we have another wagon. What could it be? I should get a whistle soundboard. That would be fun. I got the Sodor Express coach on the go. It looks very big compared to the Metrolinda coaches. It's the shortest express coach I've made, but it is a bit taller, and the Metrolinda coaches are only 6 studs wide. The Sodor one is 7 wide. So it really does look bulky in comparison. Come on, 9F, pick up the pace. Oh, look at that. Look at those rods. That is insane. Okay. Let's park here about there. Now there's a matter of choice. I might keep the Coronation Express where it is just for a little bit longer. in that case, I'm going to turn them off. The 9F, actually, better idea. Let me try and do it this way around. So I'll bring this one round to where you can see it. There we go. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to swap it over. I want to make sure I'm not getting my legs in front of the camera. Oh, you probably hear me shuffling around. Let's put you on this line. Yeah, that should do it. And now let's get to the next engine on. We'll go for another camera angle as well. And I think some people might know which one I'm going for. Oh, I need... Oh, for Christ's sake. It's so finicky! There we go. Right. Ooh, yeah. Come on, you. There we go. My leg is currently leaning on the narrow gauge track. It hurts. Kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not by choice. There we go. Right, let's bring the coaches around again. Slowly. There we go. There we go. Let's get that baby going. Is that stuttering? Huh. How shall we go about the new camera angle? Oh, okay, I've just discovered that thing. Oh, I look like a right dweeb. No, don't get rid of the chat. Okay, so I've just pressed the button and the chat is now live. No, Ice Rod, I can't go beyond 1 hour because I do have other things to get on with. I can't do this all evening because I will be disrupting other people in the house. And sadly, I will not be able to put Fury on either. Fury was not one of the locomotives I brought out. Alright, watch yourself. I want to try something over this side. Oh, I'm going to have to stand up for this. Oh, yeah. There we go. Right, so let's try. That looks good. Yeah, go on then. Let's enjoy this for a bit. bring it into the station. There we go. That looks pretty good. Whoo-wee. Right, we have about 10 or so minutes before the stream has to end. 10 minutes. Let's get the coronation going again, because why not? That's the best one. And I think we should keep the black and gold coronation on, because I only put that on for about a minute or so anyways. Right, so let's sit down. Let's bring this one out of the way. Where am I going to put this thing? I don't know. Oh, you can see my... Hello. Yeah, that's me waving my foot there. Okay. It's, don't worry, I won't be here long. Let me try and shuffle backwards. Is that going to work? I want to make sure my knees out the way as well. Ah, there we go. That works. Right. I have to shuffle forward again to turn the bloody coaches on. I'll tell you what. Let me bring that... up there. So I'm looking at the screen as well. Again, there's a bit of a delay. That'll do. How many motors do you think it would take to push Big Red? Well, that's a bit of a weird question, because I can't do that test. However, my full Coronation Express setup has 6 motors. That would definitely be enough. But as a minimum, let's say I have 4 motors within, I don't know, let's say I've got 3 coaches with 4 motors between them. I would definitely say at least 4 motors would do the job. Adding any more coaches that aren't powered would just mean I'd have to work the motors on a higher setting. But given the size of the model, it definitely had some weight to it. But to get it moving, at least 4 motors, possibly all 6 that I would currently have, on the basis that I will want to get it moving at a sort of pleasurable speed. Yeah, that's a bit of a tricky question, because I never really found that out. All the same, it would definitely take a lot. Okay then. That one on. Then one's on. Fly my... Oh my god. Oh my good lord. Okay. I almost created and then prevented a catastrophe. The camera was sat right there. I just stopped the train in time. Oh my god. That was genuinely heart-stopping. Okay. Let's go with... Let's say... Well, let's try about there. Let's see how good that looks. Why did I stop the train behind me? That looks good. I want to be able to bring it... let's try about there. Yeah, that's actually a bit better, to be honest. You want to be able to see it come out of the straight. No ice rod. Ooh, right, let's follow it. Time to shuffle forwards again. Ooh, let's get on with some camera work. Just so long as the train doesn't derail. Ice Rod, you've been a bit quirky in chat tonight. Please calm down, okay? Thank you. Let's get another look at that berry bush, because I don't think people have ever haven't seen this either. So again, this was something that was built for the previous home layout. This berry bush here. All those berry pieces I saw on the Legos, on the pick-a-brick wall in the Lego store near me. So I thought to myself, yeah, well, let's actually put these to use, because I've got an idea. That berry bush, they could definitely work. Well, it does. Tell you what, let me bring it closer, because trying to talk loudly over an already loud motor is not the best thing ever. There we go. Okay. Just making sure I grab the train whilst it's there. So, if you want to talk about your 5700, then, you know, just carry on. Have you ever thought about making Casey Jr.? No. Actually, yes, I have. I have thought about making it, but it's not something I think I would make. It's not my style of build, let's say. It's definitely a cool model, but again, I don't think it's sort of my type of model. So this is the berry bush. It's definitely something that was designed to be in a corner, because this side and behind here, it's obviously, well, it's a bit boring. But this is where all the fun stuff is. So it's a very square bush as well, but I think that's quite good, because when you go to like garden centres, bushes tend to be well kept, and I like to think that this was growing on its own anyways, and whoever was maintaining this was keeping this clean. So having this in a sort of rectangular shape, that's actually not a bad thing. It definitely has a sense of realism, because I can relate this to something. Again, all of these berry pieces, these are, I don't know what they're actually called, like smoke pieces, like ice cream. I've seen them used for ice creams. It's again, I don't know what the real word for it is, but seeing these in this color on the pick-a-brick wall, it was a very interesting thing, because I thought to myself, who the hell is ever going to want some of them? And straight after I said that to myself, I thought, oh my god, I could make a berry bush. That could absolutely work. And here it is. It's very nicely decorated. The berries are there to make it, you know, more colourful, but it's not over the top. There's definitely lots of open spaces where you can definitely enjoy what you're looking at. So yeah, I actually really like this. It turned out way better than I thought, despite how simple this basically is. Let me chuck that back over there. There we go. Let's get back to the train. Small station. That's the one with the display. It just looks so good, doesn't it? Well, all of them do. My Princess Royal, the 9F, my beloved Coronation. Can't twist any further than that. Let's get a bit closer. That's something else that I probably should talk about, because not everybody makes stuff for YouTube, but if people have model trains or Lego trains and they want to do something like this, if you don't have a singular place to put the camera, learn how to kind of get good camera movement. So one thing I've been able to do recently, not so much for videos for YouTube, but definitely something for Instagram, is you know, being able to follow the train, but also when you reach the end, just don't stop the camera. So, okay, so go to there, but move back slowly, because when it stops, well, basically, as you saw that the train finished, once it goes off screen, about there, there, well, you'll see it again in a second. Okay, we'll follow the train, that's good. There, so there onwards, obviously it's just a blank open space, and seeing a still moving, well, a still camera, not so much still moving, but yeah, something where there's scenery, but it's still. It's not the most pleasant thing to really look at. So having just a little bit more movement, again, it doesn't have to be sharp, just something that's just so slow and gradual. It really does make a difference. And that's definitely something that kind of stepped on my professionalism when it came to making videos. So even here, just keeping it slow anyways. You're still able to follow the train, and at the same time, it's still an amusing shot to kind of behold. I mean, have you ever thought of making an engine which can pull and push without uncoupling? If you're going to pull something, then there has to be a coupling of some kind. You can't, like, this wouldn't work. Well, maybe it could, but, you know, with me having powered wagons, having a locomotive pulling the train could probably work, but the buffers would have to behave perfectly all the time. And that goes the same for pushing as well. But the issue with pushing is the loco itself would have to be powered, and that's not something I'm too keen on. Even then, you definitely could make such a loco, but the only thing you have to keep an eye on is how the buffers are going to be built, because they have to be large, they have to be round. You need to make sure they're not colliding with the other buffers, they don't get stuck, anything like that. It's possible, but that will take time to kind of perfect. So, yeah, there is that. Let's bring it into the station. Oh, the wheels are getting a bit stuck. That'll do. Oh, and we're in. Is that one off? Yeah, the Metrolinda Coaches are off. So, turn off, turn off, turn off. My magical buttons that are hidden. There we go. Everything is turned off, turning all the wheels, nothing's happening. Lovely. Okay, so that was not a bad night. I was able to kind of keep conversations going. A lot of focus was on the trains as well, and just, you know, sitting back for a moment to let the trains do all the work. It was really fun. So it is, I believe, now about to ding 9 o'clock. So this is time to end the stream. No extras. Let me get the chat up. You said no extras. What do you mean no extras? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyways, let's wrap things up. So, things to look out for. The video for the Sodor Express coach should be coming out tomorrow. That's going to be its own showcase video, and it's only going to be a couple minutes long because, you know, all my videos nowadays when I showcase a model are pretty short and snappy. This was a very fun build, and this was mainly done just to use up all the tan windows. I don't know if I'm going to ever build more of these in the future. This was made just for the sake of using the windows. I'm happy to consider making more in the future, but the motivation really needs to be there. Speaking of the coaches, I do need to go about adding some seats to the coronation coaches because they are just bland on the inside, at least the ones that don't have power setups. So that's another thing to consider. And what else is coming out? Oh yes, later on next week as well, there will be some more Nerf videos to go up on the channel as well. I do need to go about making a holster for my selected firearm of choice. I don't know if you've seen it in the background there, but there is a minor spoiler. Where is it? There we go. That one there. It's really cool. But all the same, I've got a good few videos coming out recently. The new Moto Blitz, that's actually up there. Can you see it on top of the kind of pile there? Yeah, flywheel blasters because they're the best ones. That's the Moto Blitz. If you haven't seen the video on that already, then be sure to do so because that is a genuinely really fun blaster. The home layout is now basically a thing. I'm not going to do a video on the home layouts because it's very bland and basic. The only new things are basically the narrow gauge track and the 2 side segments. I was genuinely really hoping to have the new city train station set there on the outside line, but I just haven't been able to get one until earlier today. I placed an order on lego.com. It's now on its way, so after next week, I'm going to get the review video for that done and kind of just go from there. And that is basically it. Let's get a good final shot, shall we? Let's bring one of the locos over just to say goodbye to, because it'll be a better shot than me just waving the camera around. There we go. So, that is it for this live stream here today. Thank you all ever so much for everyone who has tuned in for as long as they did. Interaction is the best thing ever when it comes to these live streams. These live streams, I've done 20 of these now, and they have really kept me going. My upload schedule has really slowed down because LEGO projects are basically finished. Nerf stuff kind of happens whenever they happen. And yeah, being able to discover how to live stream, and again, all the interaction that comes with it is just wonderful. So thank you ever so much to everybody who tunes in. If you're not following me on Instagram and Flickr, then be sure to do so, because you will see a lot of behind the scenes and extras that you would not otherwise find on YouTube or even on my Discord server. I am still slowly but surely growing my Flickr and Instagram pages, so if you want to consider following, then please do. Again, the links are in the description of this live stream. The TLR awards are still going. They will be wrapping up soon. July 1st is the final day to enter, so if you haven't entered a model for that already, then consider doing so. There is a video game there is a video showing all of the rules and details you will need in order to enter if you desire to do that. Be sure to keep an eye out on my community tab here on YouTube for any polls and updates. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care, everyone. The sad thing is about this outro, you won't get to see me fall backwards on my bed. Oh well.